before the battle, it's called. So, at Her Majesty's beck and call. Hey, what is this? The big idea, let go of me, hey? I've caught a suspicious intruder, great remove, how shall I dispose of her? I said let go of me, listen, Tempest is doomed to fall. As you can see, she keeps spouting ridiculous nonsense like this. But how would you like me to dispose of her? Well, she's actually a friend of mine. A fairy, her name's Ramus. Despite how she looks, she's actually technically a demon lord. I'll have you know, I'm the one of the 10 great demon lords. Uh-huh. Hey, you be a little more surprised when they speak of Ramus, the fairy of the labyrinth. They mean me. Oh, well, I was so shocked by the Storm Dragon's return. I suppose I'm just all out of surprise. What's the Storm Dragon? You're saying Veldora's back? That can't be true. I sank Veldora with a single punch back in my day. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Now, time to get down to business for real. First, let's start with how I became a demon lord. I'll state that I am a demon lord and not how I awaken. We'll say that the greedy king Edomalus of Falmouth sent an army to attack Tempest, stated a war, and lost, rather than saying they were wiped out by a single demon lord. Other nations have an easier time believing they were defeated in battle. Following that, the massive number of casualties in the Falmouth army was enough misfortune to break the seal, revive and sleep an evil dragon, the Storm Dragon Veldora. Then Yom, the champion, and I worked together and, at the cost of many sacrifices, convince Veldora and make a deal by calming his rage, and honoring him as the guardian. That gives meaning to my becoming a demon lord. It puts all the blame on the kingdom of Falmouth and empathizes that we were in the right. Let's think about it. People feel those they do not understand and will never accept them. If someone who single-handedly wiped out an entire army of 20,000 offered to be your friend, you wouldn't trust them, would ya? But if we say it was the Storm Dragon Veldora, Dune, they are more likely to understand. Storm Dragon is a catastrophe, after all. You recognize my genius. You're a man of good judgment. He wasn't calling you a genius. I'm in favor of this plan. It's better to let people think Master Remu's evolution to Demon Lord made a negotiation with Veldora possible. Especially since the alternative would mean being feared and hated because my daughter led Remu to become a demon lord. There are other advantages to it. The other demon lords who are wary of me may mistakenly think Veldora is the only threat to them, right? Then that will make it easier for me to take action. And the most significant advantage is that when they find out we can negotiate with Veldora, there won't be many nations dumb enough to mess with us. By the way, if anyone has an opposing view, let me know now. Let me know, especially you, Veldora, since this would saddle my sins on you. It's not a problem at all. I have made up my mind to shoulder your commerce alongside you. Use the influence of Storm Dragon all you like. Okay, thanks. I agree with this plan, and it should allow us to continue negotiating with other countries as we have been. Nah, it was King Gazil who came up with it. I just organized our thoughts together. Thanks a lot, King Gazil. Now we know that when we do anything, we can count on Great Remu's backing. I see, this means we can focus on claiming. If we don't win, it will mean I was incompetent. Okay, so that's how we will tell everyone that I became a demon lord, everyone on board so far. Now, I'd like to decide where we go from here. Yeah, I'd like to back Yalm the champion as the new king of Falmouth with the goal of founding a new nation. We'll release King Edo Malice and make him pay reparations for his invasion of Tempest, but I can't imagine that kingdom paying reparations willingly. That's what I want. The issue of reparations will only be impotence. My real goal is to start a civil war within Falmouth. We will destroy it so it can be reborn as a new nation with Yalm the champion as its new king. Fortunately, he's popular among the citizens very well. I have no objections. Like I care, I'm not becoming a king because I want to. Because this war was handed to me based on trust. What kind of man would I be if I refuse? Oh, I just don't want to decide I can't do it and give up before I try. Of course, part of it is that I want to impress the woman I love too. Stupid. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna give it my all. This is harder than I thought. Alright. He's definitely stupid, but it's just like him to say that king of the droves. I give you my guarantee, while it's true that he's stupid, he's not irresponsible. When he says he'll do a job, he will see it through to the end. I swear it as well. Very well then, if you ever need, just come to me. That said, you suddenly found quite the interesting man. Imagine becoming akin to impress the woman you love. Not bad, Grucius. Never thought I'd hear you so boldly betray Lord Carrion right in front of us. No, that's not what I meant. What my kingdom desires of you is agricultural production. Having something you can specialize in will make it easier to coexist and prosper with other nations than competing with them over it. In that case, I'll second that request. On top of my things, on top of things, as always, you can count on me. Falmouth's agriculture is pretty advanced, so I think they will accept. News of destruction. Then, as the representatives of the Kingdom of Balmud, I have a suggestion. I believe we can also contribute to the backing of Yom for kin. Balmud is friendly with two nobles of Falmouth, Marquis Muller and Count Human. Why don't we negotiate with them to join our side? That would be great, but even if you are the guildmaster, can you make that decision here? I stand here today as a man of the state. I speak not as the guildmaster, but as an assistant leader for the intelligence bureau. And you say we can trust these nobles? Marquis Muller is actually a distant relative of the kin of Balmud, and Count Homan owes Marquis Muller a tremendous debt, so he could never betray him. Not to worry, I'm sure you knew already, did you not? Those who work for Drogo and Stark Underbelly could rival Balmud's own intelligence bureau. Foos, I want you to immediately contact Marquis Muller and Count Homan and do it in utmost sincerity. Leave it to me. I've got this. That should cover Yom the Champion's takeover of Balmud. Let's make a glorious show of the champion's triumphant return. Look at all these leaders of nations openly sharing their honest thoughts with no suspicion whatsoever. You make me look silly for having my reservations. I have a question for you, Fuse. Do you truly trust Master Rimu, a monster? What do you mean by that? Even if a monster were to declare itself a nation's leader, was there any need for Balmud to formally recognize it as a nation? Even if I made a profit, I would secretly submit reports to inform them of any problems, leaving everything in their hands. Is that not how a small nation should conduct itself? Alright, fine, I get it. Allow me to share my own thoughts then. Of course, I was of the same opinion as you. Before Master Rimu visited Balmud, I said as much as to my superior, but I was denied. He asked me what if it leads to build a relationship of trust and an environment where we can coexist and prosper. Was the vote my nation's upper echelon decided upon. Of course, the Joven Kingdom and your nation are much larger, so I'm sure you have more options. But if a small nation like mine makes one mistake, it's done for. We would rather put our trust in the monster leader. That's my reason. So you came here to assist Master Rimu. Was that also your superior's decision? Precisely. Now that we have entered a mutual security pact with them, I have been ordered to uphold it at all costs. Of course, even if Balmud reneged on the promise, I still would have come here. I am a free man after all. Who is your superior anyways? The king of the nation himself. You really don't need to go so far as to test out the countries. I trust Rimu, so there's no reason for you to doubt him. The decision was made right from the start. That's why you are here, Aold. The technician, what is your decision? I've reached my own personal decision, but before I give it, may I ask you one more question? Come on, Dad, stop pulling on nails and just answer him already. You shouldn't say that. That's right, he's trying his best to look good. How the maid of the technician has fallen. Let me ask you this. What do you intend to do with your powers as a demon lord? Oh, is that all? The answer is simple. I want to create a world that's comfortable to live in, the way I like it, a prosperous world, where as many people as possible can always be smiling. And you really think you can create such a world in reality? That's what this power's for. Ideals with that power to back them are a joke. and power without ideals is just empty. Delightful, you're delightful. Such a deep calm, and now even I can understand why you awaken. Forgive my rudeness, Demon Lord Rumu, as the emissary of the Socios dynasty Serion. I request the establishment of diplomatic relations with the Joe Tempest Federation. I was hoping to build a good relationship with you too. I'd be happy to accept your offer. And so diplomatic relations were established between Tempest and the Socios dynasty Serion. That makes the third human nation. Now it's just me, or am I forgetting something? Oh, hey, hello, Elthuremos, what are you doing? Lady Rumors, we have no time to waste on a thing like this. You must inform Great Rumu of the matter quickly. Look, I just had a meeting with my destiny, who is the hero in this fantastic test they call a manga going to choose. If you don't want me to spoil who she ends up with, tell me why you are here now. How can that be? New tasks keep piling up. Why is it doomed though? Don't panic, just calm down and listen. This story has to be told in order. I'm perfectly calm. On Demon Lord Claimant's proposal, Walpurgis has been set in motion. And what is Walpurgis? It's the Demon Lord's banquet. Very special event that all Demon Lords attend. That's what Walpurgis is. It is written in ancient literature that when the Demon Lords assemble, a great war ensues. So it's when the Demon Lords get together to start a war. I've got things to do and I don't want to waste my time on a war. Listen, Walpurgis has been held every now and then. Every now and then? To do what? It's an event where the Demon Lords get together to drink tea while discussing urgent reports and amusing topics. So it's nothing as dramatic as a war. And why would a tea party doom Tempest to fall? You're still not getting it. The problem isn't Walpurgis itself, it's what they will be discussing. Must be approved by 3 Demon Lords before it can be held, and the ones who gave Claimant the approval this time were Frey and Malim. And the topic will be the birth of a new power in the great forest of Juro, one whose leader proclaims himself a Demon Lord. Did you really proclaim yourself a Demon Lord? I don't regret it, and I haven't looked back. That's not too surprising. It's probably going to bring a lot of trouble, but with the power you have, you should be fine. So it is claiming goal to sanction me. In the business, it's an unspoken rule. You are free to sanction whoever you want. He said the reason for proposing that we hold Walpurgis was because the Great Demon Lord Carrion's betrayal. Well, it won't do you any good to be mad at me. That's what Claimant claims. What betrayal does he claim Lord Carrion has committed with the great force of Juro, and informed you that the margin called Melaine worked for Claimant, right? And then he's saying I killed Melaine. I see. Is Claimant hoping to take control over the force of Juro? You're acting so calm, but this is a huge deal. Defeated by Malim, and Claimant has ordered all of his margins to deploy. On the move, damn you, Claimant. You are more cunning than I thought. This is no time to be so calm. Well, you, for one thing, I didn't kill Melaine. And what does that mean? It means Claimant is just making it all up. And who are you? The Demon Lord Ramus. The margin he had allegedly killed is me. I am Elaine. I get it. So the bad guy's Claimant. I think anyone could have deduced that. Hey, Ramos, there's one thing I want to ask you. You can ask Great Detective Ramos anything. Claimant made his move after taking the bait I offered him, the killing of Melaine. What do you think the other Demon Lords will do? I was just told that Walpurgis is happening because of this, for that reason, and that I have to be there. Do you know the exact day? That's pretty soon. It would be tough to take out Claymon in just 2 days, so I guess the battle would have to take place after Walpurgis. What did you come to tell me about this? We don't know what will happen to my boy to right. The point is, I'm here because I made up my mind to take your side, so you don't mind if I make an entrance to my labyrinth here, right? Yes, I do mind, and talk about getting ahead of yourself. Don't sweat the little details. Oh, fine, I'll keep reading. Which is why, Rimuru, I have decided to live here. Told you not to make that decision on your own. What's the problem? Whatever happens, the Great Rimurus will help them. We'll look after Lady Rimurus. Consider my proposal. Even you, Trier? Okay, I'll think about it. By the way, Shion, I heard you were interrogating the war prisoners. Did you get any information? Of course I did. Questioning whatever it is, they did talk to us, yeah. But it definitely wasn't an interrogation. I'd hesitate to even call it questioning. Do you mean Kin Edemalus? Yes. He feared that the primary source of goods in circulation would shift from Falmouth to here, which seems to have led to this incident. That I don't know. I'm very sorry. As I found out who the mastermind was, his name is the ringleader Neca Spoo. Told us the ringleader is Cardinal Nicholas Sopatis. Plans to subjugate this nation as one hostile to the god. Archbishop Rahim hoped to earn a favorable reputation by claiming the glory of subjugating the enemies of the god. I will try to shake them up, and Drogon will make a grand declaration of our trade with Tempest. I'm counting on you guys. About those three, we call it those Kin Edemalus, Archbishop Rahim, and who's the third one? The last man was still alive. That would have to be Fulgen. You are the one who captured him, right? What kind of guy was he? He did seem relatively skilled with magic for a human, but he wasn't anything special. He's a magic user. That's probably isn't Fulgen and Ramen. Was the magic user in Falmouth named Ramen? Razin. The champion Razin, huh? He is a man one must not forget. He's the man known as the Guardian of Falmouth and the Wise Margin. The man who's mastered magic. I always wanted to fight him just once. You sure this guy's name is Ramen? I think so, but he was a young man. He was one of the people who attacked this town. He's not the magic user they all say he is. You fought him, didn't you? Fuck do I get back up? You captured the champion who carried the kingdom of Falmouth for centuries. Wouldn't that make him ancient? What's going on? Using a secret soul magic ritual allows one to possess another's body. Don't you think that Wizard Ryzen is possessing the Yamain? He was a human whose skill as a wizard rivaled my own, or was perhaps even more extraordinary. Here's the cover story. I want you to rescue King Edomelis, Raiham, and Ryzen, so you can make a heroic return to Falmouth. What? We are going to start a war against claimants, and for those staying to protect the town for us. I wasn't sure who I could send to back up Yarm's group, but you're perfect. I'm counting on you. You'll be accompanying Yarm on his heroic return and helping to instate him as the new Canis mate. Take a few years, don't rush things, okay? I will take care of it all and return here promptly. Alright.